Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, welcome back to another video. So another quarter of a year, another EA quarterly earnings call for us to go over. During these financial reports, we generally get a little bit of an insight into how things are working out with Battlefield behind the scenes, maybe some keys as to the release date, and just how the game is shaping up overall. So we're going to be going over all of that as we normally do here on the channel. Before we get started though guys, if you do enjoy the content here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We will of course be covering everything in 7.2, the new stealth bomber, and then beyond that we're going to be covering the new Battlefield game. No idea when it's going to release, but I will be here when it does. So I haven't been able to read the full transcript of the financial call because usually they have analysts that come in from various companies like banks that are investing in EA, and they will ask questions to Andrew Wilson, the CEO of EA, and also the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer as well. I don't have that yet, but luckily for us, Battlefield Bulletin seems to have listened to the call, and he's just put this on his Twitter, and he says the next Battlefield title won't be coming in EA's fiscal year 25. Now don't freak out about that, I'll explain what that means in a second, but they do have two unannounced titles that year, and one of them is a partner title expected in quarter 4, which is the quarter we've just finished now, but obviously next year. And then there's going to be one owned IP title which is not included in the above table. The owned IP title that is expected sometime in fiscal year 25 is Dragon Age Dreadwolf. So you'll see here they've listed the ecosystems, The Sims, Apex Legends, Battlefield, etc. What that means there is essentially, I believe by ecosystems, they're referring to platforms that are generating revenue for them via some sort of an in-game store, like cosmetics, and I guess they're planning to do that at some point over the next year with Battlefield, even though of course support for 2042 is coming to an end. And then as Battlefield Bulletin stated, the owned IP title is expected to be Dragon Age Dreadwolf, which is of course an EA game, and then the other game is going to be some sort of a partner title. So what this essentially means is that we're not getting the next Battlefield title until at least around after this time next year. For those of you who aren't aware, EA's fiscal year is actually somewhat ahead of the actual year. So the fiscal year of 2024 has actually just concluded now. We've just had the quarter 4 earnings call for 2024, and it's obviously only May of 2024. So a new fiscal year for EA is beginning pretty much from right now, and that is going to go through until around May in 2025. So what they're saying is the next Battlefield game isn't going to release anytime between now and next May, which was expected, right? I think we all expected it to release in 2025, and when do DICE and EA like to release their Battlefield games? It's usually October or November, towards the end of the year. They like to hit that Christmas market as well, and so that's thoroughly what I expect for the next game. Interestingly enough though, Andrew Wilson, again the CEO of EA, he did have some interesting stuff to say about Battlefield. He said he's actually already seen and played Battlefield's next title through an early build. A few weeks ago, he says, I was visiting with the teams and I couldn't be more excited about what they showed and what we were able to play. It will be a tremendous live service. Okay, just let me stop you there for a second, Andrew. I don't know what you said about the live service for Battlefield 2042 before that game launched, but I would bet my firstborn that it was something similar to it will be a tremendous live service. And you know what? The live service for Battlefield 2042 was bloody atrocious, mate. Most of the content that we got was you guys fixing the game. This season, we're being drip-fed through a straw, and whenever you've managed to man up and give us more than one map for a season, one of them's been a remake. So yeah, you'll excuse me if I don't hold my breath about the next live season being a tremendous service, okay? Now that being said, I don't think it surprises anyone that the next Battlefield game is going to be a live service. I noticed Moydog posting this the other day saying, with 2042 winding down, I think we can all agree that Battlefield 4's Premium was a far better way to guarantee continued development. EA and DICE just cannot deliver live service games. And as I said here, I have absolutely no illusions about this. I will definitely eat my hat if they brought back Premium, and evidently that's not going to happen because they've just confirmed live service. But if they do plan to continue live service, then they need to up their game, and I really do believe that, with Battlefield 5 and now Battlefield 2042, at least with Battlefield games, EA have just sort of shown us that they just can't really do a good live service experience. It really does pale in insignificance to a lot of other games that are on the market currently, and so if they want to run that kind of content with future Battlefield games, and evidently they do, then they really need to improve it. Anyway, that's that, boys. You know me, I'm going to keep on trucking, keep on making the Battlefield videos. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, let me know what you think down in the comments section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
All right. I think we won. Wonderful.